Greetings from Austin, Texas today, and welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to share a short clip from the book Beyond Doubt, Four Steps to Inner Peace. I've shared clips from this book before, and really this is a book aimed at helping people in any circumstance find that inner peace, that grace that's always there. Sometimes we lose sight of that, especially when times get tough. Um, at the end of this book, there's a question and answer section called Ask a Mystic. And one of the questions that came in is this. I recently lost my job, most of my savings, and now I face potential bankruptcy. How can I find inner peace at a time like this? And my response is this. You can find inner peace anytime you want. It is not hiding. Inner peace is a state of mind, a natural state of mind. It is what we are without the ego. It is where we come from, and it is where we are meant to be. It is our spiritual essence. When times are tough, we are being tested. Each test leaves us with lessons learned and karmic imprints. We cannot alter the test once it has been given, although there are things we can do to avoid certain tests and accelerate our learning. Once the test is given, it is as it is. The question now is, how do we choose to respond? One option is to go with the ego, to worry, to become stressed, to hold on to doubt, grief, and to see the experience as negative. Maybe there is someone to blame, or perhaps there is some rationalization to help justify the feeling. There are a lot of people getting laid off. The economy is in the tank. The company that let you go is evil. These are all excuses I have heard over the years, but none of these thoughts help. Any thought directed by the ego is not in your best interest. It simply manifests into your perceived reality. Choose the other option, the option to go with spirit, capital S spirit. Consider yourself on an adventure. Let it be. Use this time to still your mind, evaluate your situation objectively, and let go of any negative thought, doubt, or resistance in your mind. Take inventory of your competencies and skills and give thanks for the many blessings you have in the present moment. Channel any stress or doubt you feel into sacred intentions and positive actions. Steps you can take immediately to re-employ yourself, sell any unnecessary items, or perhaps even move locations. Embrace the adventure you are on rather than resist it. We learn much about our true self in circumstances like this, and it is our response that makes all the difference. I've lost my job a number of times, and I understand it can be very challenging, very stressful. In fact, the very first time I lost my job, it was in 1988. My wife was pregnant with our second child, had very little money in savings, and in fact had a lot of debt. In fact, I even tell this story now in a book that was just recently released by a good friend of mine named Christina, called The Joy of Losing Your Job. Wow, the joy of losing your job? Well, the truth is, oftentimes it's a blessing in disguise. For reasons beyond our understanding, it's meant to be. And once we understand that, life throws curveballs at us sometimes. But if it does, we know one thing. It was meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. When we start to get out of our own way and we realize that everything is happening for a reason, and it's all about learning and growth at the spiritual level and transcending any karmic debt we have or any karmic imprints that we're living with, to awaken to our true and holy self. Wow. And life takes on new meaning. So whether it's a job loss or the loss of a loved one or just any pain or suffering that you're feeling, recognize that it isn't meant to be that way without a reason. And the reason is time to wake up. Time to wake up and see past the pain and the suffering and the illusions of the ego to the true spiritual health and well-being, the eternal capital S self that you truly are. When we get in touch with that, when we see that in ourselves and we see that in one another, others see it in us, and the world we see takes on whole new meaning. So that's my tip for today: is recognize that beyond any pain or suffering, there is a lesson learned, and that is a blessing in disguise. Thank you, and God bless.